If you have been hearing people say the new dietary guidelines are totally different, they are not exaggerating. The 2025 to 2030 Dietary Guidelines for Americans, released in January 2026, mark one of the biggest tone shifts in decades. And these guidelines don't just affect personal choices, they directly shape food served in schools, hospitals, nursing homes, the military, and federal nutrition programs, influencing tens of millions of meals every day. Here are 10 most important changes explained clearly and with real numbers. The guidelines place whole, minimally processed foods at the center of the diet. This is a major shift away from past nutrient based focused advice. To put this into context, over 55 to 60% of calorie in the average American diet currently comes from ultra processed foods, and even higher in case of children. The new guidance explicitly pushes back against that trend. For the first time, the guidelines clearly identify highly processed foods, especially packaged snacks, sugar sweetened beverages, as a major problem. This matters because ultra processed foods are strongly associated with obesity, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver disease, and cardiovascular risk, which together account for majority of chronic disease burden in the US. Protein intake guidance has increased from the old 0.8 gram per kg per day to approximately 1.2 to 1.6 gram per kg per day for adults. For a 180 pound or 82 kg adult, that means roughly old guidance was 65 gram per day. Now new guidance is 98 to 130 gram per day. This aligns with research showing higher protein intake supports muscle mass, metabolic health, and physical function, especially with aging. Protein is encouraged at every meal. Instead of treating protein as a daily minimum to hit by chance, the guidance now emphasizes protein distribution across meals. This matters because muscle protein synthesis is more effective when protein is spread across the day rather than concentrated in one meal. Added sugar guidance is much stricter. Previous guidelines allowed up to 10% of daily calories from added sugar, roughly 50 grams per day, on a 2000 calorie diet. The new guidance significantly strengthens the message, moving away from the permissive percentage and emphasizing that the added sugar should be kept as low as possible, with no health based requirement for them at all. The direction is clear: less sugar, fewer sweetened drinks, and far fewer packaged sweets. So, say bye bye to all those sweetened products. Now, refined carbohydrates are sharply reduced. Refined grains are discouraged while whole grains are emphasized, typically 2 to 4 servings per day, depending on a calorie need. The focus is quality over quantity, moving away from large intake of refined flour products that rapidly raise blood sugar. The guidelines highlight olive oil as a primary fat and acknowledge traditional fats like butter as option for cooking, which is something new because you have been hearing that butter or dairy fats are not good. This represents a clear departure from the decades of messaging that emphasize low fat diets, which coincide with rising rate of obesity and metabolic disease. Despite the real food emphasis, the guidelines retain the long standing limit of less than 10% of total calories from saturated fat. On a 2000 calorie diet, that equals about 22 grams per day. Critics note that this can be difficult to reconcile with diets that include whole fat dairy, eggs, and meat, foods otherwise highlighted in the guidelines. For the first time in years, the guidelines explicitly state the lower carbohydrate dietary patterns may benefit people with certain chronic conditions, including metabolic disease. This represents a shift in tone, even though specific carbohydrate limits are not formally defined. The practical takeaway is simpler than the debate. Across the official summaries, the core advice is consistent. Base meals on real, minimally processed foods. Prioritize protein, especially as you age. Eat vegetables and fruits daily. Choose whole grains over refined grains. Keep added sugar and ultra processed foods rare. Despite all the controversy, that message is remarkably straightforward. Rather than getting lost in arguments about charts, percentage, and politics, the biggest leverage point is simple: reduce ultra processed foods and make meals more food based again. If you would like, in the next video, I can show simple breakfast, lunch, or dinner examples that apply these guidelines without tracking, weighing, or obsessing. Now, let me know in the comments below, what do you think is the biggest change? Calling out processed foods, higher protein targets, or the new overall tone? So that's all for this video. I hope you like it. Do share it with your friends and family. It's really important for them. And if in case you haven't subscribed to my channel, then please go ahead and subscribe it. See you in the next video.